Hi guys, I hope that you're having a fabulous day. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming at you with my current favorites. We got a little bit of this and a little bit of that, so I hope that you enjoy it. If you do, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to begin with sunglasses. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know all about them, but they are a pair of sunglasses from Tom Ford. I have been wearing these non-stop. Little side note, this case sucks. And I think we've discussed this before, but I'm the type of person that I can appreciate a really nice sunglass case, even though like 99% of the time I don't carry them inside of my bags, but still, this one's kind of like, wah, wah. I don't know. But anyways, like I said, these sunglasses, they have been in constant rotation. I think that they are awesome. They are available in two different colors, in the brown and in the black, but I went for them in the brown. Look at these bad boys. I love them. Super, super simple, but they are absolutely perfect. They're comfortable. They're not too tight. They don't slide off of my nose. Nothing like that. But let me pop them on really quickly so you guys can see. What do we think? So they are the 55mm square, and I like that they're slightly oversized without being too oversized, and I don't feel like they make me look like bug-eyed either. And I think that the square really helps with these bad boys. We've discussed this as well. You guys know how I feel about these mean old cheeks, which by the way are looking a little more plump than normal because yours truly had way too many salty snacks on vacation. So that's another thing. But anyways, what do we think? I think that they are beautiful. Now the crazy thing is that normally I do end up going for all black sunglasses, like the black frames, the black lenses. That's definitely more my jam, especially because when I don't want to wear makeup, I just pop on my sunglasses and, you know, it is what it is. But these, I kind of took a gamble and I was like, I don't know, you know, are they going to be a little too see-through? I don't think that they're too see-through. I mean, yeah, you can see my eyes through them, but I think that they're really, really, really nice. I think that these for summer, for spring, obviously we're in spring, these are going to be perfect. I also have to mention another reason why I really like them is because when I smile, I don't have to worry that my cheeks are bumping these up and then these kind of do that little thing going on. See what I mean? I can smile, ha 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 ha, I can laugh, and I don't have to worry that they're just going to be all over the place. So I don't know. I like that. I love that. I'm still thinking about getting these in the black just because I like them that much. They're super, super comfortable, like I said, and simple, but they are awesome. Absolutely amazing. So I can't put these down. I am in love. Are you guys a fan of Tom Ford sunglasses? Do you have any Tom Ford sunglasses? Let me know in the comment section down below. And I'll put links on everything that I'm sharing with you guys today on the description box below if you want to check them out for yourselves. Okay, moving on to a small of the good. I don't think that this is going to surprise anybody. You guys are probably sick and tired of seeing this on my Instagram or talking about them on my channel, but I think that it is by far one of the greatest small leather goods of all time, which is saying quite a bit considering I haven't had it for very long, but I am talking about the Louis Vuitton key pouch in the size small. They absolutely 100% knocked it out of the park when it comes to this size, because in my opinion, as much as I love the OG, do not get me wrong, I love the OG key pouch. It's amazing as well. But for me, this is 100 times more versatile than the OG. It's like the perfect size. It fits everything that you need and then some without it being too small either. And I love that it fits in all of your smaller bags as well. But I think that this is awesome. I have been using it nonstop as well since the moment that I unboxed it. When did I unbox it? What was it, like a month and a half ago, a month ago, something like that. I can't remember. I literally just switched out of it like a few days ago, and then I switched right back into it. I cannot get enough. This to me is more like a staple in my handbag. As a wallet for me personally, it has been fantastic. But like I said, perfect size. Unfortunately, it seems like they can't keep them in stock. And I know that some people were actually letting me know that they purchased theirs and they haven't received it. It's been like a month. So I know that they're trying to fulfill all the orders. So just bear with them. But I promise you, when you get it, you will be absolutely in love with it because it is such a great little small leather good. And currently I am using it as a wallet. So just to show you guys, this is what I have in there. I mean, I don't mind going through all of my cards to get to the one that I need, and I have all my cash wadded up as well. But it is so spacious. And do you remember in that same unboxing video or the reveal video when I talked about this, I said that I worried that this pouch, or not this pouch, that this side pocket, slip pocket was going to be, maybe it would get in the way whenever I put my items in there. I have not found that to be the case thus far. I mean, I've used it as a catch-all, I've used it as a cosmetics case, but mostly I do end up using it as a little wallet. But I think it's awesome. Simple, but it's like the greatest size. It's like, why did they wait this long to introduce this, right? Let me know. Are you guys a fan of the key pouch in the size small? Do you have this in your collection? How are you enjoying it? How are you using it? How are you incorporating it into your collection? Let us know in the comment section down below. But yeah, this bad boy has been going strong for weeks. And I feel like whenever I don't have it in my bag, like sometimes I catch myself and I have a little mini heart attack. And I'm like, oh my God, where'd it go? Where'd it go? That's how that's how much of a staple it's become in my handbag in such a short amount of time, which absolutely blows my mind. On to another small leather good, and it is this beauty right here. This is the Gucci Oidia mini bag in the monogram canvas. So as you guys know, I did snag this for myself for Christmas, and I have been enjoying this to the max. I think it is wonderful. To me, this is obviously Gucci's answer to the Louis Vuitton mini pochette. Now, the mini pochette is by far one of my favorite small leather goods of all time. I think it is absolutely incredible. And I think that if the mini pochette, for me, if it fit my phone, it would be like 100 out of 100. It would be absolute perfection. Not saying that it's not, but the fact that it doesn't fit my phone is kind of a bummer. So for me, when I want to use a small bag, just kind of grab and go in and out of the stores or what have you, I end up reaching for this, and it is perfect because it fits my phone. You know, I don't have to worry about it being too tiny. It fits my phone, it fits a card holder, it fits a lipstick, my keys, and that's all I need. And it is absolutely wonderful. I love this material. It's virtually indestructible. I mean, I've used it in the rain, no problem. I've dropped this so many times. I feel like I'm all thumbs sometimes, and I've dropped this a million times, and so far, so good. No problems with scratches or anything like that. I think it is great. It's not too stiff either. When I first got it, it was a little stiff, but the more and more that I've used it, it's kind of loosened up a bit. Not to the point where it's like too loose either, but you guys can see you have quite a bit of space in there. You do have a little slip pocket. I don't really use a slip pocket. To me, it's kind of useless. But again, I'm able to fit my phone in there, all of my grab and go essentials, no problem. Now I did tuck in the little tab because the tab, hang on, I don't even know if I can take it out. See this tab right there? It actually sticks out right here, which I think looks horrible. So I was able to tuck it in, and I've left it in there since. And I'm still able to zip it up, no problem. Has a pretty smooth zip. You know, and if you wanted to use this inside of a bigger bag, a bigger tote, if you will, you can just kind of take this off. You can't take it off completely, so it is very similar to the mini pochette in that sense as well. But this chain, it's not flimsy. It doesn't feel like, it has some really good weight to it, and no problems with any type of chipping or anything like that. But I love this little guy, and I had my eyes on this thing forever. And I was like, I don't know, you know, it's a little bit on the pricey side. Am I really going to get, you know, quite a bit of wear out of it? And I'm so happy to say that I have, especially these last few months. It's been awesome. Like I said, perfect grab and go. Just when you want to carry your phone and you don't want to have to carry it in your back pocket or have it in your hand, this is absolutely perfect, you know? And it still holds quite a bit. The next item, I am almost positive you guys are sick and tired of seeing. I feel like I have been spamming your Instagrams with this bag, and that's not my intention, but I am happy that I have been using it to the fullest, considering that I never really gave its big sister a chance. And I, of course, am talking about the Louis Vuitton Speedy 25 bandolier in the Takashi Murakami multicolor white. So as I said, I did have the OG Speedy 30, and I was terrified of using that bag. I mean, don't get me wrong, that was my holy grail when it came to Louis Vuitton. And the fact that I was able to add it to my collection, and on top of that, be able to buy it at the flagship store in Paris, like totally checked off, you know, all the boxes, right? But I never used it. I was terrified. So for me to be able to use this bag over the last, what is it, like a few weeks or a couple of months, nonstop, I think that is amazing. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that freedom when it comes to being able to fully enjoy your bags. I took off all the stickers on the hardware. I don't care. Like, I'm looking forward to, you know, getting some scratches on here. I'm looking forward to this bag telling a story. If it yellows, it yellows. If I get stains on it, it gets stains on it. I do not care. Like, I welcome all of the beauty marks that are going to be in store for this bag the more and more that I use it. Like, I can't wait for this leather to really get that dark honey golden patina, because I think it's going to be absolutely fabulous. But I know that a lot of people are going to be like, who cares? It's just a bag. But for me to actually be putting this bag in rotation and using it the way that I should have used my Speedy 30, I think is absolutely fantastic. I feel like somewhere my Speedy 30 is giving us the side eye, which is totally fine, because I feel like had I not done that, maybe I wouldn't be as happy enjoying this one. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I don't know if that sounds kind of crazy, but I feel like it's almost like that had to happen for me to really truly enjoy this bag that I have in my hands now. I don't know. I don't know, like I said, if that makes sense or not, but it's been in constant rotation. I love this size. I don't find that it's too structured either. I've had some people ask if I feel like I need to have an organizer in here. I personally don't have an organizer in here. I feel like it has a little bit, it feels like it has a little bit more structure than my regular Speedy 25 bandolier. And I feel like the feet really kind of give it maybe a little bit more structure than the other one. But yeah, it's been awesome. It's been amazing. I've left this little lock on here. Sometimes I take it off though. I will admit when I go to store, I'll take it off just because I feel like it'll end up rubbing on this leather a little too much. But I love using it with the lock. And I also have a, a charm that I use to death with this bag. And I feel like they kind of, like I want to use the pair together. And it's with the little micro pochette from the same collection. This thing is awesome. It's a great little, you know, a teeny tiny little catch-all that fits a little bit more. So it is pretty, it is pretty functional for as small as it is. But I love using these two together. Like, I love that. I absolutely love the way that it looks. And out of all of the multicolor bags that I currently have in my collection, this is the one that I end up gravitating the most. I don't know if it's, again, because of what happened with the whole Speedy 30. I don't know what it is, or maybe it's the fact that I am a huge fan of the Louis Vuitton Speedy silhouette in general. But I think it is wonderful. I do not use the strap that it comes with. I think it looks like, I just like using it as a hand carry bag around the crook of my arm, and it's great. It's perfect. It is perfect, but I am so happy. Like, I feel like younger Minnie is screaming, and younger Minnie is just like, way to go, dude, way to go. It's about time you used your bags, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but I am so happy about this bag. I'm going to say this now. I feel like this combo right here is 100% going to make it to my most used bags this year. Like, there is no doubt in my mind that's going to happen. And it'll be interesting to see how this ages. So I'm just going to hold it up like so, because by the end of this year, I'm hoping that I'll have a lot more scratches, and I'm hoping that I'll have some really nice looking patina, because that is what I am absolutely waiting for. So the Louis Vuitton Speedy 25 bandolier in the multicolor white. So speaking of Louis Vuitton, there is also another bag that the whole month of January, I never switched out of it. Never. I think maybe once, maybe twice actually, I switched out of it, which is a huge deal for me. I know some of you guys are like, so what? But I get very stir crazy with my bags. I don't like to use the same bag twice. I like to, you know, swap them out daily. So for me to use this bag every day for like almost a month, I think that is insanity, but I think it is fantastic. And I am talking about the Louis Vuitton Slouchy MM in the monogram canvas. So like I said, I didn't want to switch out of it. It has been absolutely everything that I wanted and more. So much so that I decided to go for the PM size in the demi-azur. You guys saw that in my previous video. And I mean, what I love about this bag, and trust me, I haven't forgotten, I will be doing a comparison with the MM and the PM. I will be doing that in the next couple of weeks because I want to be able to use the PM a little bit more so that way I can give you guys a little bit more info. But what I love about this bag the most is that it's ridiculously comfortable. It is insanely spacious, and the fact that I can carry as much as I want to carry and it's still comfortable, I think is fantastic. I mean, it's simple. I feel like this video is going to be like, simple is going to be the word of the day or something. But it's very simple. And I feel like this is such a great silhouette. I mean, look at that. Look at that opening. It's so insanely generous. You can see everything at a glance. I am a huge fan of the red interior. I know that many of you are not a fan of the red interior, but it's great. Very, very comfortable. Like, it doesn't dig into my skin whenever I use it like this. I mean, the fact that I can kind of rest my arm on this bag like so, I think is great. It's so easy. It's such a great grab and go type of bag when you want to carry a little bit more with you, or even if you don't want to carry a little bit more with you, it's super, super comfortable. And I noticed that the strap has started to relax just a little bit, not to the point where it kind of has like that wonkiness going on, but it has relaxed, and I can just imagine that the more and more that I use this bag, the more patina that it gets, the softer that it's gonna be. Not saying that it's not soft, because look at that. It's very soft, but it's gonna get to the point where it's just gonna be, like, I feel like it's gonna mold to my shoulder. It's gonna mold to how I end up carrying this bag, and I think it's absolutely amazing. Like, I really want to go for the demi-azur and the MM size as well. And if you guys saw my last video, they will be releasing the Slouchy in the demi-ebene, and I'm also tempted to get that bag whenever it releases. I feel like this to me is like, this is right up there with the Neverfull in terms of how I use it and in terms of how comfortable it is and how spacious it is as well. Like, the Neverfull MM, to me, you guys know I do have the trifecta, and I can honestly see myself getting the trifecta in the MM size for the Slouchy as well. Like, that is how much I love this bag. And the fact that I keep gravitating towards it over and over and over again, I mean, that's pretty crazy. Now, another bag that I want to share with you, it's a current fave, not because I've been using it to death. It's a current fave because I re-added this bag to my collection after what seems like 100 years, and it is an automatic forever bag for me. And I feel like I've been going back to my roots when it comes to handbags in general. Like, just the other day, I bought some stuff off of Dooney & Bourke. I was a big fan of Dooney & Bourke when I was growing up. And you guys have heard me say that Coach has a super, super soft spot in my heart, right? I have been able to snag some newer pieces, and I think that they're great. But when it comes to their older pieces, like, for me, vintage Coach is like right up there. Like, I don't know if it's because it gives me that sweet, sweet nostalgia. I have no idea. But anyways, I know that I'm talking your ear off. There is a bag that I re-added to my collection, and like, I used it the other day, and I don't know, like, if it's because I was such a big fan of this bag, but it instantly transported me to when I was younger. And like I felt like even the smell outside felt like it did 100 years ago. I don't, like, that sounds so stupid, but that's, like, I felt like I was younger Minnie, like, all over again. And that was with this beautiful Coach Carly. So I had maybe 6 or 7 of these bags in my Coach collection. I had a pretty large Coach handbag collection, and the Coach Carly to me was like at the top of the top. It was in my opinion, one of the greatest silhouettes that Coach has, or Coach had, because obviously they no longer make it. There's just something about this bag that I always loved and appreciated. I mean, it's a hobo. I love all the hardware that it has. I love the little faux turn locks that it has on here as well. But I was obsessed with this bag, okay? Like obsessed doesn't even begin to cover how often I use these bags and how much I love them. And I feel like this bag, the silhouette, had me in such a chokehold because if I could have, I would have added like every single possible Carly that Coach ever made. Now, if you guys remember, I did pick up the large Coach Carly last year. That's the bag that got away. But the smaller size, I mean, these are amazing. I did pick this up on the pre-loved market. I paid $25 for it, 25 bucks. But I had this exact one. It had the gold leather. Like some of the gold is starting to flake off, especially on the little zipper pull here. But I mean, it's in really good condition. I love it. I think this is probably where I get my love of loud and maybe obnoxious bags. But look at that. It didn't have an adjustable strap. You can remove this or you can add a different strap to make it longer. But I just loved it like this. And look at that. I screamed like a maniac when it came in the mail because it just took me back. It took me back, and there's just something about being able to add a bag that you had 100 years ago that you use so much, that you love so much. And apparently I must not have loved them that much because I sold all of them. I sold almost all of my Coach bags. I think I have like maybe 4 of my OG Coach collection. I have 4 bags from my OG Coach collection. But I love it. I mean, I love it. Let me show you guys the interior really quickly. I do have it stuffed. Give me a moment. This one has the purple interior. Look at that. It's spacious. Like, it just makes me so happy. Like, I feel like I'm grinning like an idiot while I'm sitting here talking about it because, like, it just gives me all the feels. It gives me all the warm and fuzzies that some of the newer bags, even the Speedy 25 and even the Slouchy, just don't give me. I'll be the first one to admit it. They just don't. These guys just end up hitting different. But look at that. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. And even if I only use it once or twice, the happiness that I have, the happiness that I get from just having it back in my collection is absolutely worth it. Like, I can sit here and stare at it all day long, and I'd be okay with that. I would absolutely be okay with that. Let me know, were you guys a fan of the Coach Carly? Did you have some in your Coach collection? If you had a Coach collection, let me know in the comment section down below. The last item that I want to share with you guys is this guy right here. This is the Dior Miss Dior Mini Mist Parfum in a solid perfume. I'll be honest with you. When I first heard about these releasing, I was instantly intrigued. I mean, I do like their fragrances. I know that they have a few different scents when it comes to the solid perfume, but I was intrigued because of the whole solid perfume. I remember solid perfume being a huge thing way back in the day. I think my mom had a few of them in her purse, and I always wondered why they didn't incorporate them more nowadays. And I love that Dior is doing this, especially because when you don't want to carry your fragrance with you just in case if it breaks or what have you, I think that this is like the perfect solution. I know that they're available in 3 different intensities. I believe that the Blooming Bouquet has is the lowest intensity, which is great. I smelled it and it's a very faint, it's a very faint scent of the Blooming Bouquet. This is the most intense, and I think it is wonderful. It's not too overpowering. It definitely has more of like that warmer, has a little bit more of that warm, flowery scent to it without it being too overpowering. But I love that it's a solid. I love that it's a solid because of what I said before. This is a staple in my mini pochette, or it's a staple in my cosmetics case ever since I bought it, and it's worked out perfectly. There have been many times where I'm like, oh snap, I completely forgot about wearing perfume. No worries, because I can just go in my little cosmetics case and there it is. I love it. I absolutely love these little cases as well. The Blooming Bouquet, in my opinion, has has the best case because it's that baby pink with that white, whereas this one has that charcoal gray. But look at the packaging. The packaging, I mean, they saw me coming a mile away. We've discussed this. I know that many of you guys are also like me. We like our packaging, right? And I feel like they just nailed it. Look at how beautiful it is, and it's a really nice fragrance. The one in between I think is nice, but on my body, it had a little too much of the what is it, the baby powder, and I do not like fragrances with baby powder. No, it's an automatic no for me. But this one, I wish there was smell-o-vision. It's great. I mean, it's not a whole lot. They are a little bit on the pricey side. But again, for me, this is such a convenient type of way to carry perfume in my purse. And I really hope that other other fashion houses or other brands decide to do the solid perfume, because I think it was a great idea back then, and I think it's a fabulous idea now, you know, just because of what I mentioned earlier. So I am a fan. As of this recording, they are currently on sale. And again, I will put links on the description box below if you guys want to check them out. But if you are looking at these three, like I said, they are available in 3 different intensities. This is the most intense. And I feel like this is kind of like if you were to spray once, like that would be enough. Like it's not too overwhelming, and it doesn't give me a headache. It doesn't smell synthetic or anything along those lines either. I think it's really, really nice. Yeah, I really want to go for the other ones, but in all honesty, I know that I'm not going to be able to smell. Like I put on the blooming bouquet on my hand, and after like 5 minutes, I couldn't even smell it on my hand. Whereas this one, I smelled it all day long after I tested it on my hand. So I thought that was wonderful. But anyways, that does it for my current faves. I know that I got a little bit chatty, but we had things that we had to discuss, okay? And I would love to know, what are some of your current faves? Let me know in the comment section down below. But I love you guys to the moon and back. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day.